All right, let's go take the Viper for a spin. I'm gonna show you guys what I've done to it in the meantime, give you guys a whole outside view of it, and then a little POV driving action. So for those of you guys who have never been inside of a Viper, it's like a cockpit. So I've got all this carbon fiber, which is great, but let's give it a cold start. So we'll let it warm up for a minute, and we'll go take it for a little spin. All right, so here we are in my 2014 Dodge Viper. We're just gonna cruise to Buc-ee's. Yes, we have a Buc-ee's in Amarillo, Texas. So if you've never drove a Viper, it is one of the most raw vehicles. And the reason I say that is because it's kind of comfortable, kind of not. It's loud, it's obnoxious. It's obviously old. All of these cars were hand built, and if you look underneath them or you see like some of the fender gaps or the bumper gaps, you can tell they were all hand built. But that's also what makes the Viper special, because it's a manual gearbox, and to me it's the ultimate driver's car. This car, every time I'm like, do I really like this car? Do I need it? And I would say most Viper owners are probably the same, because a Viper is probably your third, fourth, or fifth car. And I've talked to several Viper owners, and they're all the same. They're like, well, you know, it looks good. And you're like, do I really need this? And then you get and drive it, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I'm never selling this car ever. And I do that all the time. I'm like, it's a beautiful car, but it's like, do I actually need it? And then you drive it, and you're like, yeah, I for sure need it. So the Viper has always been a dream car of mine. If you guys don't know, I used to detail cars on the side for a living. And the first like high-end car I ever did was like a Gen 2 Viper. I didn't know what it was. It was loud as hell when he came out of the garage. And ever since then, I was like, I don't know what that is, but I need it. And then obviously the Gen 5 came out. And to me, it's like one of the best looking cars. It's timeless. They don't make them anymore, which is great because I can drive mine as much as I want and it'll be worth the exact same or more than I bought it for. So, and that's always cool. So, and that's what happens all the time. Every time I drive this car, people take photos of it, videos, because Vipers are super rare. I think they built like just over 25,000 in 25 years versus Corvettes. They build that like what, in 3 days basically. So, but people love the car, and I think I've done some really cool stuff to it, and I'll show you guys as soon as we get to Buc-ee's. All right, so this is it on the outside, as you guys can see. This one has a satin PPF on the outside, which I think makes it look very, very, very masculine. I think it looks insane. So I had a different splitter before, and then I cracked it. So it was a thinner one, and then this is an APR one. Now the guy who owned it prior to me, he put these carbon fiber air ducts here, and then put these little carbon fiber pieces here, and then I went with black splitter things you can hold on to. The canards came with the car previously, and then I added these carbon fiber vents. We added the ACR vents on it. I did these vents here not too long ago. They were a pain in the ass to install, but I think kind of completes the look. So, but yeah, man, this is, to me, this is like the perfect Viper, in my opinion, of how I wanted it to look. Now, eventually, I really want to do a black version of this. Everything the exact same, just a black version. So all the same carbon fiber, but a black Viper with a satin PPF on it as well. So this is kind of what it looks like, but I don't think there's a better looking car on the road than the Dodge Viper. So the wheels are awesome. Again, the white on white to me, some people might not like it, but I actually like the way that it came out. You guys have to let me know what you think about the new carbon fiber piece right there. So, because that basically it just goes in here. So, and then I don't know, looks pretty good. And then on the inside, I did carbon fiber bucket seats. These are from Venomous Carbon, but they came from the previous owner. I did the steering wheel. This is all OEM carbon because this MSRP on this car is actually pretty high. And then I did these bucket seats. I have black stitching. I have black ones as well, but I went with white just because I think it looks good. As far as like when I have the windows down, you guys have to let me know what you think. But these are all custom made. The guy who does them, he's on Instagram. I can tell you who he is, but you can do any color carbon fiber, any stitching, padding, suede, whatever you want. He can do anything you want. So I think it came out really, really nice. Now this wing, although it was expensive, I added these carbon fiber pieces here, which don't come with it. And then the guys at Venomous Carbon, so a lot of guys, they'll like paint this the same color as the car. I wanted to leave that the same, but then paint matched on the outside. Then we did black bolts just to kind of set that off. But I think it looks pretty good. So you guys have to kind of let me know what you guys think. But to me, this is done on the outside. All it needs now is some twin turbos from Nth Moto, and hopefully that'll be happening sometime in 2027, and then this car will be officially done. But I wasn't really a big fan of the orange calipers when I first got the car, but it actually looks pretty good. I think eventually I might do purple, but we'll see. And if you guys haven't seen the wheels up close, these are so sick. These came out perfect. And yes, that's a carbon fiber overlay bead lock.